Alrighty, my friends, welcome to another video here. In this video, I'm going to be basically going over technically how I pretty much 10x'd my account balance in less than a month. That's pretty much what I just wanted to make this video for, so I could just say, hey, like I literally 10x'd my account in a month. Here's how. So I've done, kind of like a follow-up video already on this prior to this one. It was a long video. It was like 29-30 minutes long. So this one's definitely not going to be that long. I'm going to put the link in the description to that video so you can go and watch that video. And that one, it was like a recap on this when it was at an 800% profit. Obviously, at this point, 10xing the account, multiplying it by 10 is, 1,000% profit. So there's really not much more that needs to go into this breakdown here. I just want to kind of do like another recap and like a final update for you guys on this like little, at the beginning of December, I did a trade and I was like, all right, you know what? Let me see what I can do with this account with 1 month, just basically turning it from, 250 is what it was around. It was like 225, 230. See what I could turn it into. So just want to do like a little final update for you guys on this. So like I said, the longer, more detailed one, I'll put the link in the description. If you haven't watched that yet, go watch that. That's where I break it down even more and I say, yeah, this happened on this day, this happened on that day. If I do that here, we'll be here for like, another 30 minutes and that's just excessively long. So, I'll put that link there. But anyways, the account, literally we went from, the first trade was $215. The account had like 225, 230 in it. And you can do the math. I mean, you see the account value, subtract it from what the gain is, and you can see. But I'm just saying $250 to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. 250, and then we made a 2,546. Let's just say $2,500 profit, putting us at about 2,750. Let's say that would have been $1,000, 1,000% increase. That would have been literally 10xing the account balance. Now, one little idea that I just want to put out first here about my videos, guys, and about how I try to portray trading to you guys is, I'm not trying to make it seem like you're here to get rich or, it's not like a get rich quick scheme. The way I approach it and I see it is like it's like a form of either, making a living or supplementing your income. Like from my perspective, I come here on a daily basis pretty much. Some days I don't come here. But my point is I come to the market for like a paycheck. That's my thing. So that's why I preach the idea of consistency. Sure, the market can make you, quote unquote rich. You can place one trade and it could change your life, but that's not what I'm all about here. I'm all about the idea of like, consistent gains, being able to have a skill that'll last you a lifetime. Like that's my thing is like I'm always going to be able to like be free for like ever because I can always trade if that makes sense. So, that's what it's all about. Obviously, here you see I'm not making the most money here. That's what I'm trying to say. There's other people out there. You'll probably see other videos out there. People are making more money than I am here. $2,500 in a month. That's not a lot. In my main account, I'll make that in one trade. You guys, and I know there's always going to be those skeptical people that are going to be like, okay, well then do it then. I'm like, I do. Go watch my other videos. I actually have, I'm pretty sure I have even live or either okay, hold on. My live recordings of my live trades are either for my students, but no, I know for a fact I have like 2 or 3 of them on YouTube for you guys here as well. So I'm pretty sure one of them is even like a $2,000 trade, something around that I have here on YouTube. So you can even watch me do it live. But that's besides the fact. But, even then, even looking at my main account, like saying that if one trade on my main account would be equivalent to what 1 month was here, even then, there's still people that can make more money than me, that are making more money than me. But that's my thing is I'm just trying to, make a consistent amount of money so that I can, live free and do what I want. And another beautiful thing about it, I'm not trying to brag here, I'm just trying to say, like, it's not about just what you make, it's about what you keep and what you do with it, is that I don't really have many bills. If you've been following me closely, all the cars that I own, they're all paid off cash. I own multiple properties, so, like, I don't really have any bills, and if anything, like, my properties will pay for my bills if I have them. Like, really, the only bills that I have is, like, my car insurance, gas, electricity, water, and then food. That's really it. So if you're smart with your money, you could literally live off of what you did with what I did here with $250. Could easily be livable money. I have friends that literally live off of like $2,000 a month, and they work Monday through Friday. You guys will see like here. I know it only shows the 3rd through the 28th, but that's because like, you know, I'll put it on here for you guys to show the whole month. It's the same thing, the same numbers. Obviously, you know, December, the first trading day, December was the 3rd. I didn't trade the 29th or the, obviously I didn't trade, the 29th was Saturday. I didn't trade the 28th. I didn't trade the 31st. Market was closed today for the new year. So that's what I'm trying to say is that's why I put it to the 27th, because that was technically like the last trade that I did. So within like 24, 25 days, we made $2,500 here, starting with $250. That's kind of like what I'm trying to point out here. And to answer the question of how I did it, let me break it down for you. Now, like I said, in the other video that I put the link in the description for, that's where I go down and I break down like, all right, yeah, this trade did this trade did that, and then on this day we did this day we did that, and then it led into this and it led into that, and you do your hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. You know, I do that in that video. I'm trying to keep this video short and sweet, trying to go for under 10 minutes. It might get to 15, we'll see, but I'm guaranteed not letting this get to like 20 or 30 minutes. So just kind of show you guys like the outline of it first. The very first trade, it was a $210 trade. It was a $5 commission on top of it. So that's why I said 215. And that's where it all started from. The account had, like I said, 225, 230 in it. But the first trade was 215. So if we even want to do a percentage calculation and see, we went from, you know, how much did we make? If the account was, you know, what, 215. Still over 1,000. Or if it goes to the account value, almost 1,200%. So I'm just trying to show you guys the percent profit. But either way here, I'm trying to show you like the account value being at 250, starting at $250, going is over 1,000% increase in less than a month. So not only am I trying to show you guys like how things are scalable, how your percentages can go, but I'm also trying to show you can start doing this stuff with $250, guys. There is no excuse to like not have multiple sources of income, to not trade, to not invest. You see what I'm saying here, guys? So that's where it all ultimately started. That was the first trade, and then it ended, you know, I didn't trade on the 28th. It was the 27th. There we go. And that was that. And then that's where we go. $2,500 profit, 10x the account. Now, based on the trades, and I'm only saying this because of the fact that there are some brokers out there, and some of my students do use some brokers out there that don't have commission fees. Now, the reason I did it on this kind of broker as well is because some people like to complain to me and say, oh, well, yeah, you know, the commission fees are really high for me to trade with a small account. And I'm like, okay, well, who cares? Look I traded with a small account. Who cares if the commission fees were high? We were still able to make money. Now, if this was on my other account, it would have been guaranteed less than $200 in commissions. It would have been somewhere between $120 to $160 in commission fees. But if you were on one of those brokers that have no commission fees, you would have made $2,855 basically. And the account would have been at like $3,050, for example. So technically, we did make $2,800. It's just once it took the commission fees out, that's how much we had made. So based on the trading strategies, we technically made, it would have been what? Add 300 to this basically. We'll just call it 3,000. There we go. obviously more is the point that I'm trying to make here. So, but obviously, you know, at the end of the day, we did have to pay commission fees. So that's pretty much what it ended up as. But to get to the point here now of trying to show you guys and explain to you guys of how this is possible and what you need to do to be able to do this, it's pretty simple. This is the secret, if you will. I'm releasing the secret. The secret to, and if you don't like the secret, hey, don't get mad at me. I remember one of my students said, dude, somebody sent me a message on because I'll screenshot the chat room and I'll tag my students sometimes, and then people will send my students messages. So one of my students hit me up. He sent me an email. He's like, dude, somebody messaged me asking for investment advice, and then they got mad at me when I gave them the advice. I'm like, dude, that's just how it goes. Some people are like that. You know, you got to let them be. If they want to, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, is like what the saying says, something like that. So, you know, I tell them, just, you know, ignore those kind of people. So if you're those kind of people and you message my students, they're probably going to ignore you. Anyway, so this is how you do it, guys. Step number 1 is to get a strategy. You need to have an edge. Basically, the point behind this step is that you need to have something that works for you. There isn't one magic thing. There isn't one magic pattern that is going to make you rich or make you making money. No, you have to, first of all, it's an understanding of the markets that you need over a certain pattern, if anything. But the point is that it's multiple things. You need to learn the market. You need to understand how the market works. And you need to have a strategy, have an edge to where you're able to win more often than you lose. That's the number 1 key here. So step 1 is have a strategy in which you win more often than you lose. If you're just trading stocks and you have absolutely no clue what you're doing, and you buy a share or you buy a stock in hopes of it going up, what are your odds of making money? It's 50-50. The stock either goes up or it goes down. It's not that hard, you know? So get an edge, get a strategy, have an understanding of how the market works so that you won't be 50-50. Be more than 50-50. Even if you're 60-40, you're winning 60% of the time, losing 40. Hey, that's great. 70-30, you know, the point is have an edge, have a strategy. That's step number 1. Step number 2, following up with that, is to have risk management and discipline. You have to have proper risk management to where you're winning more than you lose. So not only do you need to have a strategy and an edge in which you're able to pick trades and be right. Basically, you can say, yeah, the stock is going to go up. And you need to be right the majority of the time. Or you need to say, yeah, the stock is going to go down. You need to be right. That's step 1. Step 2 is to have risk management to where when you are right, you're winning more money than when you're losing. For example, if you go to Las Vegas and you play blackjack, you put $100 down. If you win, you make 100. If you lose 100. All right, well, it's even. It's even. That's better than nothing. If you're winning 70% of the time, that means 7 out of 10 trades you win. Even if you have that Las Vegas risk management idea where you win 1 for 1. It's okay, you win $1,000 and you lose $1,000, right? So if you're winning 7 out of 10 times, you win $7,000. Okay, so you're going to lose 3 out of 10 times. And if you lose $1,000, it's okay, I won 7, I lost 3, I made $4,000. It's it's very simple. Now imagine, you need to have proper risk management to where you don't do that, to where you win more than you lose, to where when you win, you'll make $2,000 or $3,000 for every 1,000 that you would lose, or to where you would lose 100 for every 200 that you would make, something like that. See what I'm saying? So that's the steps. Steps 1, you get a strategy, have an edge, have an understanding of the market. Step 2, have the proper risk management. No one's going to be 100% right. You need to be able to manage your risk. That's honestly the truth, the secret behind trading, guys. That's what's going to do it for you. Whether you want to hear it or not, whether you like it or not, that's what it is. As they say, it is what it is. So, now somebody might ask, okay, well, how? How do I learn? How do I get this edge? How do I get this strategy? You have a few ways of doing it. Number one, just jump in. Maybe you have some money saved. You go, do it. Put your money in the trading account. You don't need a special license or anything. As long as you're 18 years old, you can open up an account. If you're not 18 years old, have your parents open up an account for you. Boom. There you go. Now go, do. That's how I was with real estate. Well, that's how I was with stocks too. But most recently, because people follow me, you guys can see me with real estate. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just said I want to buy a property. Now, I wasn't stupid. I'm not just going to go buy any property on the market. No, I found a way. Okay, let me go find property that are, at a discounted price, maybe something that I'd be able to fix up a little bit, things like that. And I said, screw it. If I lose money, I'm willing. I want to. Let me lose. I was willing to lose because I would learn. I just wanted to get my hands on. So that's one way you can do it. But with the stock market, chances are you're going to lose. You will lose. That's part of the process. I lost a lot at the beginning. It took me almost 4 years. I've been doing this for 8 years, guys, to figure out what I know, to understand the market the way I understand it, to have the knowledge I have now. So you can do it like that. That's one of the ways. Have some money, go and throw it in. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could be a little bit, whatever it is. You guys saw we started with 250 here. And go. It's going to take you time and it's going to take you losses, but it's doable. You just have to not give up along the way. Or you can learn from someone else. So many people are so against learning from other people. Like, I don't know what the issue is, but that's just how it is in the world. But learn from someone else. The only shortcut to success is having a mentor. Find someone that knows what they're doing and learn from them. Take a course by them. Don't be so closed-minded. Literally, and I'm not trying to say this for you guys to take my course. I have a course that will teach you literally everything that I know here. Everything that I did here is taught in the course. And it's very beginner friendly. You don't need any prior knowledge or anything. But literally, just to put it into perspective for you guys, you could have taken my course, put $250 into a trading account. Let's role play here. Let's say that's what I did. Because all the knowledge that I have is in that trading course. Okay? So, if I took my course, I took that course basically, and then I went and I put $250 into the trading account. And now I made $2,500. Profit. The account is at $2,750. I can take out the initial $250. Or no, I'm sorry. I meant to say I can take out $2,500 and now I restart with the initial $250. So that means I'd have to fail 10 times in a row. Not saying I'd have to lose trades 10 times in a row. No, I'm saying I would have to fail, blow up my entire account 10 times in a row to just get right back to where I started. That's just one thing you could do. Or putting it in another perspective, or I could have taken my course, put $250 into this trading account, and in 1 month, it would have paid for the course, it would have more than doubled my money, and still left me with more than what I even started with in the account. But people are really, I don't know, some people don't want to do it. There are people that do it, and those are some of the people that do succeed. And I'm not trying to say the only way to succeed is by taking my course. No, I'm just trying to say that that's an option. So learn from someone that knows what they're doing. And that's that. Then you'll be able to win your trades more often. Hopefully whoever you're learning from would teach you risk management. That's all the things that I teach in my course. Like it's so many things, guys. I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to advertise the course here or anything. You can go and get the information on it from the website. But literally it teaches everything. It covers all the basics and intermediate and advanced concepts of stock trading, of options trading. It talks about the beginning basics and advanced options strategies. It teaches all of my personal strategies, like how I know which stocks to trade, how I know which ones are going to be moving that day, which ones will be making big moves that day, how I know, when the market's going to be going up or when it'll be going down, how I know when to get in, how I know when to get out. It teaches how to manage your risk, like everything. There's like literally live trade videos, live case studies. It teaches you like how to trade from your phone. It teaches you how to get lower commission rates. Like I said, like just taking the course will literally pay for the commission rates. Like the discount, that's what I meant to say is sorry, it's late, guys. Look at the time here. Let me refresh it so you guys can see. It's like, yeah, it's late for me. But the amount of money that you'd save on your commissions would literally just pay for the course. Forget about the fact that you could have like made that money here. But that's just my point here, guys. It covers a lot of stuff. So you could learn from me or, learn from someone else. But hopefully whoever it is that you learn from does teach you an actual strategy that works and teaches you risk management. But if you learn from me, that's how it's going to be. You're going to have strategies that are going to be able to give you an edge. You're going to have the proper risk management. And there you go. So, again, that's how the best way to do it. Learn. And then practice first. Don't just jump in right away. Practice a little bit. Then once you've practiced a bit, then start trading with real money and start slowly. Start with and I'm not going to say start with $250. Start with more than that, obviously. But it's possible. Start small. Start trading with one contract at a time. On my other account, go watch all my other videos. I really don't go less than 10 most of the time. But don't try and be like me when you start. Don't try and be like the other guys you see on YouTube that probably make $100,000 in a month. Don't. That's going to end up ruining you. You need to start small, work your way up. So start trading with one contract. Make sure you can be consistent with one contract, then double up. Or if you're trading shares, start with like 100 shares, then go up to like 200 after a while, or like 2 contracts, then go up. Like I say, guys, you're not here to get rich. You could be, but you should treat it as just like a reliable source of income, an additional source of income. Or maybe you want it to be your main source of income. It can be that as well. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you should treat it, guys. The video is getting way too long at this point, so I got to cut it off. I'm going to start rambling anyways. I got the point across here, guys. We 10X'd the account, made 1,000% profit in less than a month, less than 30 days. That's pretty much that. I'm going to put the link in the description if you do want to go watch that other video where I go down and break it down day by day. And I'm like, yeah, so here's the third, this is the first day. And then, the second day we did this. And then, I'll say like on the third day, I didn't even trade. There was a lot of days during this month I didn't even trade. That's the thing is you don't have to if you don't want to, Some of the trades I did, I wasn't even at the computer. I wasn't even home. Some of them I was traveling, some of them I was in Vegas. You guys go listen to the other video. But anyways, we'll wrap it up here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. That's 10Xing the account, just trying to show you guys it's possible. And you just got to have the knowledge, have the discipline, the risk management, and you'll be good. You'll be good. All right, guys. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that, and I will talk to you guys soon.